everyone. I am not in my car, amazingly. I just wanted to come and talk to you about some new things that are going on. First of all, I'm in my old dark room. This is back when I actually shot film photography. I made a room in my house when we built it. And I can't say that I ever developed anything in here, but I did have intentions to do so, and then everything went digital. Number one, I wanted to talk about Facebook. I did go ahead and make a Facebook page. It's facebook.com/groups/WLS Adventures. I wanted to include everybody in the weight loss surgery family, whether you're considering it or if you've already had it. Please come over and join us. We're pretty small at the moment, but hopefully we'll grow a little bit bigger, and we would love to have you, and I would love to get to know you in your area on this little adventure we call weight loss surgery. There's that, and then we also have, or I say we, I mean I also have Instagram at Mandy McBypass. I actually haven't been very active on there this week because we've been kind of busy. My goodness, you can really see that tooth. Okay, I don't know if you saw any of my old videos, but I do have a tooth that I had a root canal on when I was 33 years old. I'm 38 now. And it just this past year decided to turn gray, and it's so noticeable. One of the doctors at the office that I work at, she put a strip crown on it, and she did part, like, it only took part of it, so, you know, like, you can't really see all of it, but, you know, I guess I do talk with my mouth down there. So I'm going to have to get a porcelain crown on it just to, or veneer or something like that. So since we're pediatric at our office, we don't do those, so I have to go to my normal dentist, which makes me sad. But they're good people too. We are doing a weight loss challenge at work, and I weighed in, and the gal that weighed me in, she goes, "Don't you think this might be cheating a little bit?" And I just kind of shot her this look. It was like, really? Did you just say that? It's just as hard for me to still lose weight. I just have a smaller stomach. I said, I can eat really crappy food and lose no weight with a stomach that big. So, no, I don't think it's cheating at all. And nobody else has asked me that. Nobody else has said that. I doubt I'll win this thing because there's some girls out there that are just killing it, losing, you know, billions of pounds on keto, which is amazing. I love keto. I personally found out that I probably can't do keto on full on now. I mean, I really love that way of eating, and I feel like that it suits me well. I need to make sure that my blood sugar stays up, so I have to modify it a little bit. So I just have a modified keto. You know, I try to get the protein in, I try to get everything in. I don't seem to, fats don't seem to bother me unless it's like a whole bunch at once, especially if it's combined with carbohydrate. I know that because I had those delicious sous vide egg bites from Starbucks. They're just amazing. And I had one, and I was stupid and had the second one, and I think that I had a combination of dumping and just feeling terrible because I was in a hurry. And see, that's one of my biggest things right now is learning how to have that pacing to make sure that the food that I'm eating is not just going directly into my small intestines. There was a day last week where I felt like my blood sugar was really low, and I ended up having to eat something that was a little bit more carb rich because I do have hypoglycemia, and it's reactive, so it's not all the time. I ended up eating it was something with a little bit more substance to it, other than, you know, because I found that protein, it doesn't so much raise my blood sugar like it used to, because I used to be able to eat like, about a handful of nuts, and my blood sugar would raise, it would stay up. Now I don't really feel that as much. If I have sugar and protein, not sugar, but carbohydrate and protein together, that seems to help a little bit more. This is Aaron. Aaron is my 15-year-old.
Go kids!
No, you can't see you. Look. There he is. Hi, buddy. Me kiss. Me kiss. Okay.
Go kids! Go kids!
Who is that? Really? Really?
Cupcakes?
You do what Mom does? I love you. Okay, get out. I was able to raise my blood sugar by using a little bit of carbohydrate and a little bit of protein, and so I was just fine. I also found out that I was a little bit dehydrated at the same time, so make sure that level of hydration stays up. And I found that it wasn't just water that I needed electrolytes too, because it was the first day of the year that was 70 degrees, and I sat outside for too long, took a bunch of walks. I think walked about 4 or 5 miles that day. Maybe not quite that much, but quite a bit. And so I was pretty low on everything. And so I think that my body was just like flipping me off. And as I said earlier, that I haven't really lost a whole lot of weight this week. For as long as I can remember, I've had issues with my cycle. And it is being a super duper jerk. Since December, I have had 5. It is March. That's not normal. So what my body will do is it will store up the water, and then it will whoosh. Whooshing is basically your fat cells getting smaller, 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 and filling with water, and then they go whoosh. And then you lose a whole bunch of weight. I've kind of stayed at 242 for this week, and I'm trying not to be frustrated about it, because I know that I cannot subsist and stay in this state, taking in 500 to 700 calories, maximum 1,000 on a daily basis, and still be heavy. And this is one thing that I've told other people. You can go look at third world countries, and you're not going to see anybody that's starving that's big. You're really not going to see that. You can see malnourished people that are heavy, but people that have a very low calorie diet on a daily basis for a long time, they're not going to be heavy. And look at me. I mean, from my first video to now, I see the difference right now, which makes me really happy. I'm starting to see a little bit of a collarbone here. I didn't know I had one of those. And then I have a little bit of this. I've always had kind of an enlarged thyroid. I don't have any thyroid issues, but I always had the little butterfly there, so I'll probably end up being a little bit fat-necked, but whatever. I still have a long way to go. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of neat to see that. I feel like the bones in my knees and in my hips now, which is bizarre. I know that I'm losing, which makes me really happy. Just trying to stay away from the scale and trying to stay with my eyes on the prize. It's been hard, I'll have to say that, but I know that it's going to be okay. And I know that if I stay the course, everything's going to be fine. And then one other thing I wanted to talk about is this. This I don't like. I don't like the turkey neck. I'm really hoping it goes away. So I've been doing some, crunchy hippie mama stuff, and I've been dry brushing, and I don't know if it's working, but it's okay. And then, my skin. All of my skin is bizarre right now. I'm so sorry. I'm sitting on a chair that is, and I don't know what happened right there, but we'll fix it. All of my skin, very dry in patches. And it migrates. Or this whole week here, it was here and above my eyes. My eyes looked like they had like permacrust on them. It was so gross. So it was painful. And I think part of it has to do with the hormones things, because I did have to take some progesterone. That may have had something to do with it. The girls, they don't look pretty. They don't feel pretty. And my husband doesn't mind at all. I mean, I have a great husband. But anyway, I think they're just, the skin is just, it's weird. It feels rough. But I found out why it feels rough, because my skin itself isn't rough. I'll put lotion on it, and it'll have that nice emollient on it, but it'll still feel weird. And I figured it out is because I have stretch marks all over the place, and those stretch marks are just going, you like that sound? Anyway, so that's what makes them feel a little weird. And they're kind of plumping up here and there, just, sorting themselves out. It doesn't feel like it right now. It felt like it for several weeks. I think even as soon as like 1 week out from surgery until now. Shriveling up, but you know what? I like this over being 317 pounds again. I don't know if I'll ever do plastics, but I do know that I'm okay with not doing them, and here's why. Because that is a battle scar for me. It's a reminder that, hey, you know what? You went through a whole lot to get right here. This is going to be okay. And I may want to, fix the girls, make them a little bit more perky or whatever. I may want to do something else with my body. I know that my insurance may cover paniculectomy, rashes, I've had for a long time because of that skin on skin. It's just what it does. So I feel like right now I'm not going to focus on those sagging areas. It's not a really big deal. And like I said, it's a battle scar. It's something that I really earned after a long battle with food. Side note, with my therapist, she is wanting to start some new therapy. I can't remember what it's called. It's got some letters with it. It's like an eye movement therapy. I'll have to find out what it's called. She really wants to get started with that, and she said it's really, really helpful with getting rid of those bad feelings that connect yourself with other behavior. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. And I've done some weird things. I live in Washington. It's normal to do weird things here, when you got all the hippies around everywhere. So anyway, I'm going to sign off for now. I am really excited. Please join the Facebook group. We would love to have you. Once again, it is facebook.com/group/WLS Adventures, all one word. And join us on Instagram. Join me on Instagram, or us, I don't know, whoever might else be here, on Instagram. And I look forward to meeting you guys and seeing you there, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.